Everybody ready? Okay. I'd like to introduce the defending state champion Jacksonville. Coach, congratulations. Y'all are back in the finals. Make any opening comments you want to make about this game, this team, or anything you want to talk about. Then we'll open up questions.
Okay, I just want to say, how thankful we are to be here and how proud I am of these guys. This is a team that won it last year, and it's not the same team. It's a completely new team, and they're here again. And that's all credit to our guys, man. They work hard, they put in the work, and couldn't be more proud of them to see them, win a game today and be in the final game Friday. So just proud of our group and ready for the next one.
Question for coach and players.
To Trace and the players, just the 18 no start to this game. And just can you talk about that and just the confidence shown there and maybe the statement made?
I think we just have been talking since the regionals about being locked in and doing our job and doing it from the start, because we didn't feel like we did that every game up to this point. And I think these guys, they took that to heart and they were 100% locked in. And it showed. They were locked into the scouting report. They were locked in. The energy was there, and just to watch us come out with that kind of energy and pace and the way we love to play, and our bench is exploding with energy. It's fun to watch. That's who we are. That's when we're at our best. And 18-0 start, nothing better than that.
More questions?
John, your thoughts about that?
The 18-0 run was amazing. We all came out with great intensity, great energy, great defense. We're hitting shots. We're getting in the holes, playing the gaps. We did a good job with pretty much just a scout, like Coach said, and we just trust the scout, and I think we did a really good job with that.
Other questions?
Devin, real quick, talk a little bit about how good you guys are 3-point wise. I'm looking at the stats. You guys are shooting at a fairly high level. How much you guys work on that? Talk a little bit about your approach to that.
That's something we practice a lot. In practice, we set away aside a drill just for shooting about a good bit of time throughout every practice. And we had a talk with Chris Weaver, and he was talking about just the fundamentals of shooting and how to stay locked in and having the confidence. So that really helped us out a lot too.
Coach, this question for you. The amount of pressure, I don't think anybody can imagine what it was like from taking this job, knowing what you had coming back. But to be here in the state championship game, I know your work's not done, but is it a relief for you personally or how are you viewing it personally, or is it sunk in?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think when I got this job, and we had that first team meeting, I look around the room and I'm just surrounded by, great players and, kind of explained myself to them and told them what our goal was. And I think our goal that night was to be right here. But I'm just blessed, and I don't take it. I try to not listen to outside noise and outside pressure. I just try to be there for my team and get them focused on what they need to do. And when you got great players, excuse me, and it's not just that your players are great basketball players; they're great guys, and they take care of stuff for me. And I just couldn't be more proud to be their coach and be here. And this was definitely the goal at the beginning, and here we are at the end. So it's a pleasure to be here, but I wouldn't say I try to take on too much pressure with it. Just try to take it one game at a time.
Got a question here, then we're going back over there.
Coach, talk real quick. You guys had a 6.5 minute, I think, span in the second quarter. Only allowed 3 points in the second quarter. What were you doing defensively to really lock down at that point? And really, this is open to anybody who wants to talk about it.
Okay, I'll say something first. I'll say this. Not only do we have great players, we have an amazing coaching staff, and they work their butts off to give these guys a great scout. And we've been preaching that scout for a few days now, and these guys let it sink in. And I think that's a big part of it, knowing who you're playing, especially with a team that you've never seen. So trying to get to know them as much as possible, and take away their advantages and try to expose some weaknesses, and that's what these guys did. So I credit the coaching staff for that. That's not me. It's not just me. That's them. They put in a ton of work with these guys, and not just the coaches with the scout, but these guys locking into that scout. So we did a good job of, 1 is an incredible player for them, and 4 is also, man, he's a freshman, but he's a heck of a player too. If you watch film on those guys, they're really strong players. But I think we did a really good job on those two, especially in that first half. We took some really good charges, got in the gaps. like John hit on, and I think that was a big part of our start, just being locked in on defense, and that gave us energy on the offensive end.
A couple questions over here.
Coach and John, you guys out-rebounded them, I think it was like 24-7 in the first half. Can you kind of talk about your approach and your, result underneath the basket tonight?
You said we out-rebounded them 24-7? Oh, wow. Pretty much, I'd say we just pretty much found our guys, usually in our gap defense, where they shot, we just find a close man to box them out, or if not, sometimes we get lucky and out-jump them, but that's really not what we go for most of the time. But usually just boxing out, we do a lot of the drills in practice and stuff, so that helps us out in the game.
Caden, could you expect or speak to what it would mean to go back to back? And then thoughts about, this is the matchup that everybody pretty much anticipated back in preseason, thoughts about playing the guys you're about to play?
It feels great to go back to back. We prepared ourselves for this. Watch a lot of film. We practice hard every day, so we was ready for this. We know who we got next, so we just gotta keep our eye on the next game, and we just gotta keep playing hard. Like, don't let up.
Okay, a couple more questions, then we're gonna let them go.
My question is for Devin. Playing side by side with these two, along with his brothers as well, in the starting lineup, what have you learned from these guys to take forward? Because next year, a lot of these plates will obviously more over your shoulders. Just talk about that.
Their confidence, them pushing me in practice helped me out a lot. Their length and their competitiveness helped me out a lot. I watch them compete all the time, even when we're on different teams in practice. That just overall helps playing against them.
One question, and then we'll let you go, Coach.
As Joe touched on, this is the matchup that everybody was looking forward to. Can you talk about how you guys are looking to prepare and how, what you're really looking for in this upcoming matchup?
Westminster, can't say enough about them. They're here on a regular basis, year in and year out. Coach does an outstanding job with them. They were in the same Christmas tournament as us, and so we saw them up there, and they saw us. And we know Friday it's going to be a battle, but we look forward to battles, and that's we embrace it, and we're going to go out there and give it our best shot. I promise that.
Coach, congratulations, we'll be back in the finals. It's always good to say, get that down, we'll get ready for another game.
That's right. That's right. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job.
Number 41 was stout. What, 3 charges? All right.
Thank you.
Oh, wait.
Good job, good questions, guys. It was good. This was almost like a college interview. More season.